I'm showing y'all this cause I love you. And I used to be a rapper chasing the same thing. I see a lot of talented rappers out there and they hurting and they wondering, man, when I'ma get discovered, why I ain't got a deal yet. It's a process, y'all, and I'm telling you how to do it. You go and join the Freemasons or join one of them secret societies and be willing to sacrifice something. Simple as that. It ain't about your talent. True enough, you know talent got something to do with it. Of course, they would prefer you to be talented along with the sacrifice. Of course, now we know that. But I'm telling you, ultimately, it ain't got nothing to do with your talent. It's what you willing to sacrifice and how connected you are. Now, let me point out some real important before I get away from you, for you aspiring rappers. This is what happened when you sign a contract. They give you all of these millions and stuff. But guess what, y'all? Ain't none of them rappers that's millionaires can go put their hands on $1 million. In fact, y'all, they can't go put their hands on $100,000. And if you don't believe what I'm telling you, listen to what I'm about to say so you can free your doggone mind. Now listen, cause knowledge is power. When you sign that doggone contract, you don't get cash money. That's the whole reason for the black card. Why do they promote the hell out of this black card? Okay, cause you don't get no millions of dollars. That's the fuckery that they teach you. Can't none of these doggone rappers go put their hands on $1 million. All of them got black cards that the labels give them. Why they give you this black card instead of cash money, y'all? So they can monitor the money. Now this is where it get real deep. They give you this black card, yo, and they let you buy whatever you want to buy. You can go out there and buy Bentleys, Rolls Royces, champagne, mansions. The Illuminati don't give a fuck what you buy on that black card, people. That's why they gave it to you. But now here's the real secret. They don't want you to have cash money. They give these young men black cards. Why do they give them the black card? Again, so they can monitor everything they buying. Why do they want to monitor everything these rappers buying? Because these white folks ain't stupid, y'all. They know it's going to be some smart Negroes that infiltrate their way into this Illuminati, get all of this money, and then try to use it to help the people and try to wake the people up like Tupac did. So to prevent all of that, they just get you behind a black card. And every time you swipe something, they know about it. Now let me tell you what happened. They don't care if you go out there and buy champagne and buy jewelry and all of that. Them people don't care about that. But the minute you go to that bank and make a big withdrawal, anything over $100,000 or even $50,000, guess what? It's going to be an agent knock on your door, sit you down and say, come here, little Boosie. We was just looking at the finance records the other day, and we noticed that you made a withdrawal for $100,000. That's no problem or nothing, but we want to know what you're doing with it. See, y'all, these people got tabs on that money that you think they giving these young men. It ain't their money. They don't care if you go out there and splurge and all of that. But the minute you try to make a big withdrawal, that label gonna come knock on your door. Okay, and they want to know what the hell you took $50,000 out for, because they don't want you to go and get that money. For example, if a rapper take $100,000 out and go try to help children in Africa, or if they take $100,000 out and go try to rebuild a ghetto, or take $100,000 out to give it to Umar Johnson to help build a school or something. See, these white people ain't stupid. They want to know every dollar that's being spent. And that's why they give these Negroes a black card. And the minute them Negroes go to the bank and try to take out a big ass withdrawal, somebody knocking on their door asking them what the hell you taking that much money out for. So people, it's not really their money. Now, this is what I'm telling y'all. It's all an illusion, okay? It's a black card. You can't just go and withdraw no damn $100,000. Them people gonna ask you what the hell you doing. It's part of a family. You part of a society. You sold your soul. And you can't use this money to help the people, okay? It's them against us, people. That's what I'm telling y'all. So for all of you people that's still caught up into the race war, this video ought to show you that it's so much deeper, man. because you got our own people that's taking these oaths and taking these sacrifices and helping these 13 bloodlines, helping these white people, these Illuminati, not only kill black people, but kill white people too. Listen, when the New World Order go down, they ain't just gonna be marching black people up in them FEMA camps. They gonna be marching Americans, period, up in there. That's why I keep telling y'all, it's the haves versus the have-nots. Now, there was a movie that came out a long time ago. I forgot the name of it, and I ain't finna pull it up because you gonna know what I'm talking about when I tell you. It was one of them movies about the world ending. And the only people that got saved in the movie when the world was ending was the rich people. The rich people went away on this big ship because all the poor people couldn't afford it. So all the world had to die while only the rich people live because they the only ones that can afford it. So there you go, y'all. It's the haves versus the have-nots. I'm trying to wake your mind up and show you what's going on. Now, the people in power ain't even human, y'all. I know that's scary, but if you don't believe me, just look at the back of your dollar and look at that all-seeing eye that's in that pyramid and stare at that eye for a minute and tell me, is that a human eye? If you look at that eye on the back of that dollar that's inside of that pyramid, you will see that that's a reptile eye. You will see that that eye got scales on it like a snake. It's not a human eye. All of these rappers and all of these entertainers that's up there in power, they selling their souls to a reptilian entity, y'all. Them people are not human people. These Rothschild families and Rockefeller families, these are reptilians, people. They ain't humans. They inside of human bodies, but they are not humans, y'all. And like I said, I got lectures coming up in the future to explain that. These people literally selling their souls to the devil, y'all. So if you want to get in the rap game, be willing to do this. And here you have it, y'all. It's not like they can go and take out $1 million because they get a black card and everything they spend their money on is being monitored. Why you think these rappers buy big ass mansions and shit? You talking about some of these rappers ain't even got no big family. It's just them and their girlfriend. And they living in a doggone $50 million mansion with 30 doggone rooms in it. By the time they die, they don't even visit every room in the mansion. That's how big the mansion is. And people wonder like, man, damn, why they spend all that money on a mansion, man? Cause they can't go get cash out. So this is how the rappers be able to recoup some of that money, y'all. They buy mad big ass mansions, big ass cars, because they know they can't just go and get $30 million out in cash. So they take the equity out in these houses. They take it out in these cars. So y'all, there's a science to splurging. It ain't just that they splurging. It's that, yo, this is how they getting recouping some of this money out because they know they being monitored. They know they can't just go and take $30 million cash out without an agent coming to address them. So the next best thing is, hey, well, shit, fuck it. Since they want to monitor a nigga and I can't take all this money out, fuck it. I'm going to buy the most expensive house. I'm going to spend heavy. That's how the science of splurging came about, people. It ain't just something that just started. This is the way the rappers recoup some of that money.